When policymakers are interested in improving the long-run potential of an economy, and the economists are attempting to understand why countries grow at a different rate, then they have created corresponding long-term economic models related to it. Long-term economic growth models can be classified into the following categories: the neoclassical growth model, the economic growth model in incorporating human capital, and the endogenous growth theory. About the model introduction, first one, the solo model was proposed by economist Robert Mendel Solo in 1956 as a neoclassic growth model. It aims to explain the driving factors and the equilibrium state of long-term economic growth. Second one, the Roman model is the core model of the endogenous growth theory, proposed by Nobel laureate Roman. It emphasizes the driving role of knowledge accumulation and technological innovation in long-term economic growth.
So this is my part, findings and analyze. The Slope Model 1956 says economic growth comes from capital and labor, but face limits without external technology. It assumes perfect computation and predicts poor countries will catch up. Rumors Model 1990 changed this by making technology endogenous. Ideas drive growth through R&D and human capital. Unlike slow, rumor allows increasing returns from ideas. Monopolistic computation for patents and possible rich-poor gaps. The key difference is slow trees teach as luck. Rumor shows how policies can boost innovation for long-term growth. The slow and rumor models both agree that saving money and population growth help economies grow at first, but they differ in how technology works. So says technology comes from outside the economy and saving only raise income temporarily. Rumor shows how investing in research, education like human capital and big markets can create permanent growth. For example, more researchers boost growth. Crayon grew fast by spending on R&D, and Silicon Valley thrives by sharing ideas, while slow fats early development. Rumor explains how modern economies like the EU grow through innovations policies.
I'm going to talk about why Chinese economic growth has been recently fast, especially from the perspective of rumors and growth stories. According to Rome, long-term economic growth doesn't rely only on more capital or labor. Instead, it depends on knowledge, innovation, education, and investment in R&D. China is one of the best examples of the stories. Over these past 20 years, China's economy has maintained a related fast growth rate, mainly for three reasons. First is strong R&D investment. China now spends about 2.6% of GDP on R&D, which is much higher than many other developing countries. In 2022, the total R&D spending reached 580 billion US dollar, second only to the United States. China also focused on key areas like AI, biotechnology, and green energies, which boost production and innovation. The second is China has strong human capital. More than 4.7 million STEM graduates enter the workforce every year, the highest number in the world. Also, over 16% of young people now go to college. Compared to other countries, China has been more successful in keeping its talented people paired during the policies like the Southern Talent Plan friendly. China supports innovation through the national stages. Government plans such as Made in China 20 and 25 and the 40th five-year plans focus on the science, technology, and the industry upgrading. There are also investments in startup and university research, encourage a strong innovation ecosystem. Of course, there are still challenges, but overall, China growth fits very well in Romo's stories, show that long-term growth developing not just on input, but on ideas. That's all for my part.
Let me explain why Russia's economy is growing slowly. First, Russia doesn't spend much on research and development, only about 1.1% of this GDP, while China spends 2.6%. Most of the money goes to material and energy, not to areas that help business or everyday life. Second, many smart and educated people are leaving the country. They go to other countries for better jobs and higher pay. This is called brain drain, and it makes it harder for Russia to grow through new ideas and innovation. Third, the system in Russia has many problems. Cooperation, slow government work, and weak protection of new inventions make companies afraid to try new things. They don't want to take risks if they can't protect their work. Because of these three reasons, Russia's economy grows slowly, even though it has smart people and good schools. Now let's look at some numbers to compare Russia and China. China's economy grows 6 to 7% each year. Russia only grows 1 to 2%. China puts a lot of more money into research, 2.6 of percent of GDP, while Russia only spends 1.1%. Also, China keeps its smart people, but Russia loses many of them. China gives strong support to new ideas while Russia does not. So even though Russia have a strong base in science, it needs more support, more money, and better system to grow faster in the future. Thank you.
In this conclusion, this report compares the slow and normal growth theories. While the slow model sees growth as driven by capital, labor, and exogenous technology with limited policy roles. The Romer model emphasizes exogenous drivers like human capital, R&D, and innovation systems. China's success in leveraging knowledge and innovation contrasts sharply with Russia's stagnation due to weak institutional support. In today's uh, knowledge-based economy, long-term growth depends not on physical resources but on the country's ability to generate and apply ideas, making Romer's model more relevant for modern development strategy. So that's all for our group presentation. Thank you very much.